Hey everybody. A couple weeks ago we had a big maple tree. This maple tree back here, you can see like there's a spot of sky right through the middle. So the two middle limbs of that tree fell on our big barn back there, our old bank barn that we're fixing up. And in about a week, they should next week come and cut that tree down and get the tree off the barn. It's already been 2 weeks now and I'm ready to get that tree off the barn. But since then, we've had more storms. We keep having storms around here. We've got some more storm damage since then. So right here I've got a grove of persimmon trees, and on this side I had two big persimmon trees, and one of them fell over in a storm, got blown over in a storm. This big tree here behind it, that is our biggest persimmon tree here. This one on the ground, this was our second tallest persimmon tree. It is covered in persimmons, and it's too bad that we ended up losing that tree. So I'm gonna have to get that cut up sometime. But this is the white pole barn in the front of the property. We lost a skylight in this barn, and it's right here. There's an old skylight, and that ripped off that barn. And now I've got water pouring in my barn. This is where I store all my tools and tractor and equipment and stuff like that. So I need to get this fixed today. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I'm gonna try to get on this barn. I'm gonna try to fix this roof and maybe get this tree cut up as well. So you can see that this pole barn is an older pole barn. All the paint's coming off the metal. But the problem I have is that this pole barn, the pattern of the metal is from the center of this rib to the center of this rib is 12 inches. And that's not typically what it is on the ones in the box stores, the ones you go buy. They're more of about a 9-inch pattern. So from this rib here all the way over to this rib is still 36 inches center to center, and that's what you buy really in the box stores too, is more of a center to center. From your end to end, you know, that ends up still being about 36 inches from the center of the outside rib to the center of the outside rib. So what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to rip off one whole section of this pole barn metal. Basically one whole straight run of it. So where that skylight is, I'm going to try to tear all the metal off from this gutter all the way to the peak in a straight line, and hopefully once I rip out that whole stuff, I'll have a 36-inch wide area there, and I'll be basically, or somewhere close to that, basically I'll use some of the newer pole barn metal that is a different pattern, and hopefully be able to get that to go together with that, or maybe slide under the existing, and get this roof patched today. So I'm going to be using a different pattern. I'm hoping, considering the overall width is pretty much the same, that I'll be able to maybe use that and at least replace an entire, you know, strip of metal there and fix that. So that's what we're going to do today. Now the old pole barn roof was in like a galvanized color, and it's all getting rusty. And what I bought just some regular old white pole barn metal. So it's not going to match, it's going to stick out, it's not going to look good, but I'm hoping it'll make it watertight. So I'm going to go ahead and jump on this, get up on the roof, start tearing that old roofing off in that section, and see if we can get some new roofing up there.
How's it going up there?
It's going pretty good. The breeze feels good, but the sun's a little hot.
Yeah, you've cut yourself once.
I cut myself once. I got actually some screws and stuff that are broken off, and some nails that are broken off. I'm going to pull out. I'm seeing that now.
So you need a hammer.
I got a hammer.
Oh, okay.
Anyway. Well, I think I'm ready for the next 2 pieces of metal, and then we'll be watertight again at least. It's an old barn, but we still use it. It'll still go for a lot of years. So that actually ended up working out pretty good. It didn't fit perfect, but it fit good enough to be rain tight. So this one went so well. I had another skylight on this side. It had some little holes in it, and it always dripped water in the barn. So I went ahead and ripped that skylight out as well, and that section out, and I went ahead and replaced it. So the metal, this newer metal, the rib where it bends up, the raised part of that rib of that is a lot narrower than the newer stuff. So that new stuff is probably an extra ½ inch wider than the new stuff. So it wouldn't really quite fit over the old stuff as well. So what I did is I just basically, I put it underneath the old stuff on both sides, and I let that larger rib of the old one just kind of cup over the rib on each side of the new one. And that seemed to work well enough for now. Like I said, it didn't fit perfect, but it should be pretty much watertight and keep everything dry inside now. Those skylights actually ended up being the only natural light that go into that barn if you don't have any doors open. There is no windows at all in this barn. So it will be darker in that barn now. And right now I think I've only got 4 fluorescent light fixtures in there, so it will be a lot dimmer in there without those skylights. So I may have to add a couple lights in there to help brighten that barn up. But it's an older barn, and I don't want to put a lot of money into it. But I do want to keep it dry and try to keep the water out as much as I can. So this was an easy fix. I think those 4 metal panels cost me right at $100 for those 4 metal panels, and I just had to buy some screws. And so we got that all fixed up. It should be watertight now. So the other problem we ended up having was that persimmon tree blew over. And that persimmon tree, it's just right here, right across the driveway from it. So there must have been a wind, blew right through here, took off the skylight in the barn, blew this persimmon tree over. So this persimmon tree had a ton of persimmons on it. It's too bad that we lost this tree. And what we're going to do now is I'll get out the chainsaw and get out all my wood cutting gear out here, and we're going to go ahead and get this tree cut up. We do have a few other limbs down around here. We're going to get it cut up, put the limbs on the burn pile, save any wood we can for firewood, and that should pretty much clean up all the storm damage from that storm. And hopefully we'll get it done before it rains, because we got another storm coming in, and who knows, I may actually have more storm damage tomorrow to clean up. So let's go ahead and get out the chainsaw. Well, I ended up stopping for lunch to grill out a little bit of lunch, and by the time I got my food cooked and everything ate, the thunderstorms are already here. So we've got this storm center or whatever, we got this front moving in right now. It's probably going to rain here in about 10 minutes. So it doesn't look like I'm going to get that tree cut up. So we're just going to wait and see how bad this storm is. I might need to put Comet in the basement, pick a few things up real quick. So see what happens with this storm. Hey, Comet. Come on, let's go to the basement. Come on. Come on, buddy. So these storms, there's some lightning. So these storms here, they just haven't given up, man. It's been a pretty rough beginning to the summer. I got Comet.
Birds fell out of their nest. The mama was trying to pick them up, but they fell really far. Yeah, they're still moving.
Yeah, I mean, little baby birds. What, you mean put them in their nest?
Yeah, I think it's up here on this post.
Okay. I need a chair or something, probably. Yeah. There was a bird laying here this morning that had a broken wing.
She was trying to pick these up.
So I don't know.
I think they fell from right there.
Okay,
I'll grab a chair.
I need a chair or something. Hey, okay, can we get it? Because you got the birds. Get Comet in the basement. It looks like I'm putting some baby birds back in their nest. We'll see how this goes. Come on, Comet. Comet doesn't want to go in. As soon as I saw I was going to try to get him inside, I think if he sees the lightning, he'll want to go inside.
I brought him a bone.
You brought him food so he can try to get him inside? Yeah. They look pretty bad.
They're still moving. I know. Both of them are still moving, though.
One really had a pretty good fall for him.
Yeah, it was all the way down to concrete. The poor mama was trying to pick it up.
Stay in your nest.
Okay.
Well, Comet ended up just following me here in the basement. So we got Comet in the basement. This is actually the only time Comet will go in the basement. If he senses a storm, he does not like storms. Other than that, we cannot get him to come in the house anymore. He pretty much just wants to stay outside. We about have to drag him in the house if we want to bring him in the house. Unless there's a storm, and then he'll come in on his own. But so we got him down here in the basement, and it is just starting to pour out there. So I guess we'll just wait and see what happens with this storm. We may get more damage. Unfortunately. Yeah, these storms are they're ruining anything that I want to get done around here because I just have to keep up with all the stuff that's happening with these storms. It seems like that, and it's too muddy to do anything because it's constantly raining around here. Pretty wet spring and the beginning of summer so far.
I see a bird sitting up, I think. No, maybe that's just the wood.
That's a knot. That's a knot in the wood. Yeah, it's just shaped like a bird's head.
It's shaped like, it looks like it has a beak.
Yeah, it's round with it looks like a beak sticking out of it. Yeah. Yeah, well, they'll either be laying on the concrete again from falling out, or they'll be up there. We'll wait and see.
Yeah, I think that one, its beak was bloody. I think it's probably not going to make it.
I thought its head was bloody.
Yeah, the mama was trying to pick up the other one, not that one. But that one was still moving, so.
Come on, Maggie, let's go inside. Here's your chance to be on YouTube. Comment. What do you think? Can you tell me the secret to the Bush's baked bean recipe? No?